Am I live? Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Sacred Success Business Breakthrough. By the way, when I look down here, I'm looking at your chat, and I totally love reading your chat. I think somebody named Kevin Lee is so great. He said something like he's a purpose coach, so you're going to do great today. I'm like, well, I love you. That's so great. And then we have people from all over the world. Tasmania is in the house, Norway, Scotland, England, Slovenia. I mean, Romania is in the house. We have India, the Caribbean. We have people from all over the world, and it's super cool. But I do want to ask people here from the States or Canada, did you guys see the Northern Lights? Have you been seeing this? Oh, and Spain and Austria and Sweden is here too. Thanks, sorry. Anybody see that? Was that not crazy? Was wild. My husband, thank you for saying I look good in green. You know, my husband always doesn't like this shirt, and it's my favorite shirt. So
hey, don't throw me.
You say that. I love my shirt.
No
I know this is a great color for me. Thank you. Right? The lights were wild, right? So we took the cameras, because you can't really see it with your eye. I mean, obviously you can when you're in Iceland or a place like that, but here you take the iPhone camera or the whatever camera, you put it up to the sky. It was outrageous. I couldn't believe it. It was amazing. And it's the sense too that there's this, you know, that there's so much, like the fact that we can't see it with our naked eye, and yet there it is, right? So think about that. The things that we cannot see. I mean, do we see oxygen? No. Do we see prayers? No, right? Do we see like oxygen, gravity, any of the things that make this world work? We don't see them. As a matter of fact, scientists have discovered that basically we kind of are able to sense and see 4% of reality. Where's the other 96, right? So think about that. Everything is invisible. And so we see that, this sense of awe and reverence. And this is how Spirit of Your Business works too. We work with the invisible, manifesting it to the visible, right? And we work with the things that we cannot see, and we believe in advance before we see. Right. And it's really important and very special. So we are back the third and final day of the workshop. Tools I am teaching you today, they're going to help you tune in and claim the success that's meant for you. So today you're going to name it and claim it. So the first 2 days of the workshop, I went over some important points. So if you haven't watched the replays yet, I know like a lot of people join on the last day to catch the stuff, but please watch those replays. And I highly recommend doing that first and then watching this on replay. Super important for your success. You have the full picture and watch those first two trainings, right? So, because each of the lessons build on the other. I do want to mention at this moment today that some of you have gotten what you thought was conflicting cards. I think somebody got, the gratitude is dreaming, and then the ice card, anyway, the ice being. And really what that is not saying that you don't have to have it, or you don't get to have it. It's asking you to slow down and dream more, that maybe you haven't actually seen all that you could be. It's actually a really nice sign. So, right. So mending and milk and honey, for example, right? So mending is about forgiveness, and it's about acknowledging the dissonance in things. And then milk and honey is that playful quality where really everything is amazing. If we do the first thing, then we get the second. Or if we want the first, then we have to pay attention to the second. Why and fates, know your why, right? That boiling it down and know your why. And the fate is you have been chosen, right? Like fate is I am. This is what's in front of me, and this is what is calling to me. I actually always believe that we're fated to be together. I'm going to sneeze. Mark, is there a Kleenex? Huh? Sorry. Oh my goodness. 3 times. One more for good luck. Ha ha. Oh. All right, hopefully it'll come. Anyway, so everything I'm sharing with you, put that over there, today is designed for you to repeat over and over again. And I love that a few people have been here more than 3 times. And it is through repetition that you experience the most powerful insights and epiphanies. So in today's session, remember, you and the Spirit of Your Business are partners, okay? You're co-creating. Together, you're going to go on a journey to claim your future and the success meant for you. Exciting, right? Yes, I'm seeing you go. I love some Sweden. Love you guys. So all you need is your imagination and your willingness to surrender to it. And that means you're going to receive all this through your imagination. So I want to tell you too how much I appreciate your comments, because they bring us together. They show that you're not alone in this. But they also help me get to know all of you better. I totally see you. And I see that you are committed to the process. And I'm super excited for what's to come for you and the spirit of your business. Speaking of that, and without giving too much away, I want to let you know that your comments and your feedback always help shape the upcoming Spirit of Your Business Masterclass that I'll be leading very soon. As a matter of fact, we've got this incredible extended version of what we've done over the past few years by finding out what you need, etc., and then by adding some things that I have seen work for me. So keep sharing your stories and thoughts with me, and I'll tell you more about that masterclass later. Just know that we really are in this together, and I can already tell we are going to accomplish some great things together. So I'm going to ask my team to turn off the chat. So just for now, okay, and then we're going to bring it back again just so that I can talk without my little screen going bananas in front of me and the little hearts going. So I want to just quickly recap the first 2 live trainings that were filled with a lot of aha moments and fun. Now, in the first training, we introduced you to the spirit of your business, and we had some fun and a profound experience exploring the concept. Then in the second workshop training, you took the spirit of your business out to dinner. Totally wild and wacky concept, right? I mean, this is very unconventional, but it works. You got to learn more about your mystical business partner, yourself, and the relationship between you. Now, I hope after those first 2 exercises, you're still hopeful and really curious about what could happen next. And remember, when you percolate on the content, you say to yourself, well, what does this mean to me? What else could it mean? You have time. Like, you don't think that, like, you're looking at everything literally, that it's like exactly this, and this is exactly what it means literally. Like, mine was it was Idris Elba. My spirit of my business was this really scary fire being, and then he turned into the genie, like, that he played in 3,000 Years of Longing. And in a million years, I would have never come up with that all by myself. And there I was, right? So that's not literally Idris Elba that's coming to be my spirit of my business. Although that might be kind of cool, but whatever. Sorry, honey. Hey. Anyway, so like, just remember, these are symbols, metaphors, like you're here to learn something. Anyway, today we're going to take a very important step towards unraveling that cosmic blueprint. Cosmic blueprint, what does that mean? It means it's your success blueprint. You were born with it. When you're inspired, it's like getting an acorn with everything. It needs to become an oak tree in it, right? So there's that blueprint in there. Your business partner, the spirit of your business, already has it in store for you. This step makes a real, tangible, energetic shift for you, and I'm excited to guide you through the experience. Now, even though we go much deeper in my masterclass, like way deeper. This is just, we're scratching the surface, and I want you guys to get interested in this and really apply it. Today's exercise is meant to help you begin the co-creating success that's meant for you, whether you come to the next part or not. So today is all about envisioning and claiming the journey forward with the spirit of your business. It's about sensing the energy of the future, the potential experience of it, really claiming it with all your heart and feeling it, making it real in your body right now in real time. Not letting the analytical mind, take over, but allowing the spirit of your business to show you what's possible. I think I got a little bug in my eye. Something just buzzed over my eye and it stuck to my eyelash, I think. Oh my, this is hilarious. Anyway, I'm still present and I know what I'm teaching. That's all that counts, right? Anyway, you are going to have a ball. Now, you have a part to play in your business. Of course you do. You have to have practical insight, things that you need to learn to run a business, etc. But the spirit of your business has a part to play, both and, right? So that spirit of your business is the source of intuitive information when you're about to take one step in the wrong way and it pulls you back, or it tells you things that you don't even need to go. Let's say you've got 3 steps ahead of you. Say no, you could just go to step 4, right? These are the things that you can't come up with intellectually. This is the unknowable, unseen, the invisible piece that can work so well with you. Like, I swear to God, I know this is true. I have worked directly with people for years on this. And as I said, I work with founders. They've come to my house. I've sat with them and done this exercise over time. And I've seen entire businesses change as a result of this. So if it's a book, if it's a business, if it's something, you can get a clear vision. And once it's anchored in your body, achieving your intentions and your business goals, or maybe it's the book or whatever you're creating, the ultimate outputting of this will become so much easier and with so much more clarity and an even stronger sense of purpose and direction. So we have to look at the partnership as a co-creative force. I'm telling you, there are bugs in here. I think I swallowed one, and I think one ended up in my eyelash. We have these little no-see-ums here in the office. It's just crazy. Anyway, we left the screen open. You don't need to know about my bugs. Anyhow, sometimes we actually don't recognize the synchronicities, right? And that's not our fault. We are conditioned to not see that. We are conditioned to recognize that that we have to do all the things, right? We have to make the thing happen. A plus B has to be done by us, and then we're going to equal C because that's our goal, right? We have to be very conscious that there are synchronicities that are going to appear out of nowhere that don't look like they're part of it, but they are, because even the detours are actually part of the plan of the spirit of your business, maybe not yours. Right? Sometimes we get a challenge. We're like, that's not what we said. And it's actually the thing you need in order to get to where you want to go. So the spirit of your business will always provide what you need, but it's up to you to start recognizing the form, right? And you get the hang of it. Even if it's not the form you expected or were hoping for, Spirit will always surprise you. The universe is always acting in your favor. Why? Because it made you and you're part of it, and you are part of all that is. And so when you're inspired and you were chosen for it to experience itself in form, right? Like, it can't, it's formless. It needs you. That's why we're here. We're here to be emissaries of that energy and that consciousness. So right. So it's up to your part as the human, right, is to take the appropriate next right action when an opportunity arises and you're prompted by this invisible source that is active in your favor all the time. And that doesn't mean to say yes to everything, by the way. Oh my goodness. Okay, this reminds me of a coaching client of mine who was really struggling around expanding their business, and they had come to a place where they wanted to do something totally different, and they kept getting invited to this event, right? So seemingly had nothing to do with what they did, and it was run by a person they didn't really know, but their friend kept inviting them and believing that somehow they and this other person would click in some way, right? So, and they didn't. None of it was put together. And my client felt like I should actually go to this, but I don't feel like it. And then decided not to at the last minute. 3 more invitations later, they finally went. They ended up meeting the very person they needed to meet, who eventually ended up becoming their business partner in a brand new business. They are so wildly successful now, and they met their spouse because of all of this too, who was the other person's friend. I mean, it was synchronicity you never could have planned. When opportunity knocks, sometimes we need to open the door and check it out. Now, what was interesting too is that they kept getting invited. Like, it was like, no, I don't want to go. Okay. And then one day, okay, fine, I'm going to go. So opportunity can come in a form you didn't expect it to take and seemingly out of nowhere. Sorry, another thing was very cool. Back in the late 1980s, yes, I'm dating myself. I painted a jacket, right? So most of you know I'm an artist. I've reclaimed being an artist a few years ago once I did all the art for my Oracle deck. Anyway, back then, I painted a jacket and I shredded it, and it was really cool, and I studded it, and I sewed sequins into it and all these gems, and like I had a big eye. And anyway, bottom line is, at the time I had a band. I had these 2 other, our band was called ISIS, not like the Not like the terrorists. It was like the goddess ISIS. But anyway, all girl band. And I was with a couple of them, and I was wearing the jacket, and I was sitting there talking about how unclear I was, how I was going to make a living, because I couldn't keep doing what I was doing. Anyway, this guy comes up to me at the table, me and my friends, right? My wife would like to know where you got your jacket. And I literally said, it just came out of my mouth, I'm a designer, I did this. I wasn't a designer, okay? But I just said it. Anyway, he asked if it was for sale, and I just said, yes, it is. And he said, well, how much is it? And then I said, $550. Now that's in the 80s. That was how much money I made in a week. And he peeled it out in US dollars and gave me the money. And that was how my career of painting on people's clothes for 18 months, that's how I made a living. And that was my starting price. That was a lot of money back then. And that was just a stepping stone. The girls are looking at me going, you're like, you are? It's like, I am now. And sure enough, I had enough clients that kept coming. And it was just a stepping stone while I got confident in my readings, right? And I made just enough money to pay my bills and feed myself. I never set out to be a clothing designer. But that was the opportunity that presented itself at that time, and I followed that detour. So what about you, right? I want you to think about your synchronicities in your business. Think about detours, doors opening and closing. Did you actually plan for those things, or did you hold space for them? And today I was typing on a great deal about self-forgiveness. Oh, I love that, Edward. Edward, yes. Sorry, I was just reading your chat for a second there. But anyway, right, think about that. Like, when did you plan something and it went somewhere else, but you ended up where you needed to be, even though you took a detour in between, right? Or like, were we ever open completely to whatever form our opportunities take, right? That's why we need you to really anchor the belief in your body, the having in your body. So you're in alignment. And this kind of alignment to remain curious, to see what arises in your outer world to help you move forward instead of dictating the form of it, which we all are taught to do. Have a goal, be specific about the goal, right? And that form specific. Now that does work too. I've worked with Olympic athletes. One of my clients was head of the International Olympic Committee many, many years ago, and I was fortunate to meet, and then we did exercises like that. They're gonna win, they're gonna point that, but they let go. So there's a fascinating conception of this or something better. Pick it, let it go, right? So instead of dictating how they got there, bing, form, let go, show up. Right? And so we miss opportunities if we're only looking for the specific form. I remember this one guy, actually he was a skater, and he had practiced this thing over and over and over again. And I remember him say, what happened was he went in a different direction because he just felt that he could, and there was something up in the ice. And he did all of the things he did in a very different way and won the medal anyway, because he could see the detour that was required of him, which would never be something like these guys are, right? They like rehearse. So often we miss the opportunities. Many of us would rather just go in the hole in the ice, right? Because that's the way we wanted it to go. It had to go exactly like this because we're looking for a specific form, right? Because we think that's the only way we're going to be successful. And then we need to be humble enough to relinquish control to the form it's meant to take. Now, maybe my example wasn't 100% perfect because, again, there's the goal and then there's the surrender. But if we want a particular type of success a little bit more broader in our business, then what if we have to become different versions of ourselves first to get that? We need to grow into that, right? We may not be that person that can have that can make that kind of money, that can lead those people the way we want to. Maybe there's something in us that still needs to evolve. So there are different iterations of steps that we need to engage in before we have the experience we say we want. And often we're not ready for what we say we want. So what I have today and what I do today, there is no way even 10 years ago I could have handled it. No way. I wasn't confident the way I am now. I know my stuff now so well, and I only teach what I know works, right? But it's all I had to become the person that knew I was worthy, that knew that I could do it, that wasn't afraid. Like all of these things took time, right? And it's all about immersing yourself with what you do in the now and owning it. And if we were to look at universal laws, this is what the law of magnetism and actualization is all about. It states that like attracts like, and what you focus on expands. So when you have a crystal clear vision of the successful business you want to create, or at least a feeling of it, like I felt great doing all that art on people's clothes, right? And I didn't pick up a paintbrush for 30 years, but I'm doing art all the time now for the past 3 years. So it's it's pretty amazing. The feeling that I had was 100% what I wanted. And it wasn't about the end game of painting on clothes. It was the feeling state that I got from doing that, right? So know how you want to feel. And you anchor that feeling in your body, releasing the form it's going to come in, and then you become a magnet for that experience of success. And you develop a real sense of inner resourcefulness. That's so much more important than access to resources. Inner resource, well, you need those too, but the inner resourcefulness can make miracles happen when there are none. The inner resourcefulness, like if you look at places like Findhorn, where they had no possibility of anything growing on that ground, and they partnered with the spirit of the land, and then all of a sudden they're having these giant pumpkins and they look at the quality of the soil, it's not possible, but they partnered with that, right? The resourcefulness of spirit and their spiritual belief that was stronger than what appeared to be in the physical form, right? So the spirit of your business will provide you with that resourcefulness. And this is the universe responding to your focused intention. Now, to claim this vision of success, I'm going to have an exercise for you to do, okay? I'm going to look at the chat for a second, you totally understand this. I love that. You want to know where my clothes? Oh, that's so funny. It's Camilla. My flowery clothes, and I buy them everything on sale. Okay, so I want to take you through an exercise, very simple but really powerful. And I am going to ask my team Camilla in Australia. I want to turn off the chat right now because you guys are really important that you pay attention to the exercise. And Fawn Chang, follow the link, right. And I want to stop the chat right now, guys. Okay, perfect. So I suggest doing this particular exercise as many times as you can. I love to do it on a daily basis because when you do, you experience a 1,000% increase in your chances of success, whatever success means to you. But remember this, sometimes you have to go through a challenge to get to where you want to go. It's not a straight road without any bumps on it. So you've got to know this when you're going into this to get to experience the outpicturing of what you've claimed. The road is sometimes windy and bumpy. It's got weather, right? I want you to be clear about this so that you understand your own expectations and you realize that this is a journey of self-actualization and challenges are embedded in it. You need to become the person to have the experience, and life on life's terms is going to challenge you. It's just the way it is. But why would you want it so easy anyway, right? It's not easy street. There would not be any fun, right? So let's begin by getting comfortable. You might want to put some headphones on or close the door. I'm going to ask my husband to turn the music on now, just to kind of get you in the mood, right? In that mood. So make sure you won't be interrupted and you're really relaxed and allowing yourself to hear my voice. And just listen to the story and remember, don't worry if you don't see anything. A vision journey isn't about specifically seeing with the eyes. You might feel what I'm talking about. You might just know what it is without being able to see any pictures inside your mind, right? Most people experience it that way. Everyone experiences a vision journey their own way. Just let yourself hear it and know it. So let's let go all the tension in your body and any need to control what you see or experience. Just let it happen. Listen to my voice. and pay attention to whatever arises within you in response to the story you're listening to. You can't do this wrong. Just keep an open mind and allow your imagination and curiosity to lead you. Don't try to force anything. Take a deep breath and relax. Now, if you're able, take another breath and count to 4 and hold for 4. Release for 4 and empty for 4. And again, count to 4, hold for 4, release for 4, and empty for 4. And imagine that you are standing on the top of a crystal mountain. The sky is velvety black, and the stars sparkle like diamonds. There's a breeze, it's gentle and cool, and you can see the whole cosmos from where you stand. Notice in the distance, moving towards you, is a glowing ball of light. As it comes closer, you'll see it's the spirit of your business on a magic carpet. Notice how happy they are to see you. Allow yourself to be enveloped in the energy of gratitude and joy. This is a wonderful opportunity for you to experience your partnership. You've always wanted to ride on a magic carpet. So hop aboard and get comfortable. You and your spirit partner fly through the sky until you come to a swirling portal. The portal of the dimensions of time and timelessness. The spirit of your business wants to show you what is possible for your future. What exists in response to your calling, to your purpose, to your service. This is a place only the two of you can enter and observe the life you've created through your business or your book or your creative project. As you slowly enter, become aware of all the living threads of connection that move between you, your dreams and desires, your heart and your mind. All these moving, wavy lines intersecting with others in a giant web of creation. You see the threads of your past intermingle with your present and reach into your future too. Everything is connected. You see this all come alive. Every moving thread, every sparkling line of energy. Bless every one of them, no matter who or what they appear to connect to. The magic carpet exists through the sacred quality of gratitude and blessings. That's what it's made of. As you enter the first dimension, you will visit a place that shows you your past, your perceived failures, and the lessons you've learned there. Yes, there will be positive things too, but this place is so important because it requires your forgiveness and your understanding. This is about perceptions. It needs to be blessed and loved and so cleansed of the false limitations imposed on your future possibilities. However you have been limited, conditioned to not trust that you have something better. Acknowledge and let it go and forgive this energy. Do it now. Strengthen and clear the way for your business to flourish. It's okay that this exists. It's okay that you might have had a story. Because now we're going to move to the dimension of the energy of money. If there's anything, any story that prevents your flow, perhaps a story from your ancestors, perhaps a recent story that focused your attention on scarcity, unhappiness, or fear, now we have the opportunity to let that go with love and compassion. Notice all those moving lines, those living lines of energy, connection. The web moves and changes as you let go. And imagine a shower of light beaming down from the center of the universe. The spirit of your business happily supporting you as you hold out your doubt, your unworthiness, your grasping, your fears, to be cleansed and blessed by the light. Just feel yourself becoming freer and happier, open, curious, and excited to see and experience who you can become without these energetic obstacles. Notice how the threads of connection change colors and brightness. See their wavy lines crisscross and come together in beautiful patterns. How beautiful. Now you will fly to a place not too far into the future, no more than 5 years. Notice how many people are so grateful for you, and see the threads of light spread far and wide. How your business has prospered, and how that in turn has helped others prosper. How many blessings have been exchanged. The spirit of your business will take you on a tour now to show you what you've both accomplished together as a steward of your divine calling. The universe is grateful for you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See these threads again moving and bringing things together in the beautiful, fulfilling, and meaningful exchanges. See your mission fulfilled. See the home you live in, those you love, and how they have been gifted by your success. Who have you become in order that this all be true? Just feel it. Feel it. Who have you become that this desired outcome is true? It's there. You can taste it. You can smell it. You can touch it. Feel the humility, the joy, the gratitude, the reverence, the awe. So feel the exchange and know that your partnership has created miracles. It's time to let go now and come back. Your magic carpet has brought you back. The spirit of your business smiles knowingly that you have seen a glimpse of what is possible. Come back and breathe into your current reality. Notice how you're sitting on your chair or lying down, and know that you have tasted the possibilities waiting for you to realize. And open your eyes. And when you're ready, write down as many details of your experience as possible. How did your dreams come true? Who did you become? How did you change? Can you trust this can be true for you? And how did that feel? Now remember, you have a downloadable worksheet from the event dashboard, and you can answer those reflection questions later on today too. And I also write about your experience. Yeah, isn't that wonderful? I'm loving you guys. Listen, everybody's going, wow. So now that we've taken this magical journey forward, let's take a minute to appreciate the power of your intention and your connection to this living field of energy. And you've just opened yourself up to the field of infinite possibilities. And the abundance that you've witnessed, the universe has to offer uniquely for you. And the most important thing is to remember that everything that exists in the material world was first created in the invisible world. Or like some prefer to say, the quantum field or consciousness with a capital C. Doesn't matter what you call it. We're energy. And by aligning yourself with the energy of your vision, and again, or the desired outcome, letting go of the form, but still focusing on something, you're setting the foundation for its manifestation in the physical world, the way it's supposed to show up for you. And that includes all the challenges and the detours and the messiness of it too. It'll be perfect in its imperfection. So let's bless all those threads of your business's blueprint in advance and trust they will come together in the most magical and synchronistic way possible. I know at this point, some of you might be thinking, I'm all for this, but boy, that sounds like a lot of work. Can't we just manifest what we want with one simple request or demand? That'd be so great. But no, I get it. We're actually sold a quick fix by a lot of people. That's a bunch of BS, right? I'm not selling you that because I've experienced this firsthand. My clients have too. Lasting success is what you want. It requires consistent effort and practice and a continuous mindful assessment of your internal perceived limitations, obstacles, and expectations and behaviors that go along with that prevent these things from happening. You need to love the parts of yourself that you don't want to, and you have to do that work. To truly evolve, you have to meet yourself in the mirror and accept life on life's terms. So you can't avoid anything, at least not for long. You have to keep evolving and being resilient to what shows up. You know, your business success really does becomes an outpicturing of the internal changes that you're making in your own personal transformation on an ongoing basis, and you're responsible for that. Your willingness to move beyond your conditioning and your refusal to allow outer conditions to dictate your value, your worth, and your resourcefulness is so key. Now, I think it's important to say something right now. I think we're all aware of that moment. Like everything I'm talking about here can be overridden by unexpected external factors like a war, a world event, natural disasters, or a tragedy within the collective, a death in the family, or an illness. You can't manifest those away. And you can't say, oh, I wanted to manifest that. That's a goal. Whatever those detours are, we may actually never find out why they happen, but we will find meaning and transformation in them. This is life. And that's why knowing that you're here on purpose and that you have a service to provide the world that's meaningful and that you matter no matter what, get away bug, always has to be in the back of your mind. I matter, right? Now listen, I'm teaching you a metaphysical practice. but you still have to work at it and be disciplined, aligned, focused, and resilient to the unexpected changes that life may throw at you. And it will, but that's okay. So the concept I'm teaching you, not one and done. I created this so you could do it over and over again on repeat till tomorrow night. These exercises that I'm sharing with you in the free workshop, they work, but they work best on repeat, okay? Because we forget really quick. But here's the good news. Even small incremental improvements can add up to massive success over time. There is a theory actually called the 1% rule. I love this theory. It states that if you can improve your success by 1% a day, you're going to be 37% more successful by the end of the year. Isn't that trippy? Isn't that wild? And if you keep it up, the exponential growth can be mind-boggling. And after 5 years, you could be 7,000,000% more successful than you are today. Is that really, but you feel it. I think I could say from 5 years ago till today, I feel 7,000,000% more satisfied and fulfilled in my skin, right? And that's like my version of success is being healthy. And it's not about chasing, even though my business flourishes, et cetera, it's about being creative, right? And I get all those. So 5 years ago, I didn't have what I have right now. So it depends on your measure of success, right? Good, maybe it's good health, pages written, loving relationships, sobriety, certainly for me it's sobriety, number of clients, free time, chocolate chip cookies. I didn't say that. I don't know what success looks like to you, but you know. And the point is, don't underestimate the power of consistent practice. It's the key to long-term success and fulfillment. And that is why it's important to commit 1% of your day to this. That's less than 15 minutes per day. Isn't that amazing? Right? It's amazing. I'm just looking at some of your points. I think Christy Burgess had a good point. Yeah, right? So it's like things detour, but that doesn't mean that your content doesn't matter. It does. You come back to it later with a different experience. I love some of the sharing that you guys are doing here. Anyway, you don't do this in a vacuum. It's always great to do it with other people too. So if you're all by yourself, right? I mean, I don't know. And I think the other thing to talk about too is a lot of people are fixated on chasing visible assets like money, property, prestige. Not saying you guys do, but Ken Honda is a really good friend of mine. He wrote a book called Happy Money, and he talks about our invisible assets that are equally important and are the foundation for our success. That's, staying out of isolation, friendships, community, the amount of gratitude and love that we can share every day, taking care of our health. We need those. They're essential for our success. So consistently putting in this effort, it's holistic. You begin to see the positive changes. And then when you're in those positive changes and your mind changes and your energy changes, you start to see more success. Because when you bring the spirit of your business into your business too, on top of all that, you're more likely to attract the help you need to succeed. Okay. I know some of you may also feel that you don't deserve the success, or you're scared to say that because of everything that's going on in the world. This is a big one for a lot of people in the spiritual world. Like, oh my God, I shouldn't be focused on my business right now. I shouldn't be thinking about money. Well, that's a load of BS. I want to share with you one of my favorite quotes by Marianne Williamson. I think we have a slide on that. Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It's our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. So we ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who am I not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel secure around you. We are all meant to shine, just as little kids do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in every single person, everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. That has to be my favorite quote. And so powerful, aren't they? Like, who are you not to claim the vision for your future that already belongs to you? So if you're here now, you are 1,000% capable of this. You're here for a reason. It's in partnering with the spirit of your business that you end up realizing you're not actually going to have to go it alone. You have the support of the energy that created an entire universe that created you too, this conscious universe. Some call it God, some call it absolute, some call it, you get to pick what you call it. Spirit, 1%. That could be the easiest amount of effort in any venture you set off on. Envision it, claim it, believe in the process. You will wake up every day with gratitude and enthusiasm. And the belief that every day is a new day with a new opportunity, because you're more adequate and more powerful than you could ever imagine. And when you bring in the spirit of your business into your world, you are unstoppable. Do you feel that? Somebody had Aladdin, like, what would you feel like you had Aladdin with you all the time, right? Can you imagine what that would feel like? I want you to put your hand on your heart and say, I am waking up in gratitude, and then say, use me as thou wilt. I say that every morning. Use me as thou wilt. Thy will be done through me. Surprise me. And know that your purpose will be fulfilled. But with spirit as your partner, something so meaningful will occur. Doesn't that feel good? I mean, it's real. I have done this very thing to get to be in front of you here. What I do isn't for everyone, okay? You have your own special blueprint that's right for you and that you will be happy with. So you're going to have these videos to watch through Saturday night. Please watch them more than once. Do these exercises more than once. Write them out so you can do them again. It's truly an honor to be part of your journey and to have facilitated just a little bit of your growth and progress. And I want to say thank you for being here. Remember, just stay dedicated and committed, and consistent practice is what's going to work for you. Now, I know some of you don't want this to end because you've been saying so, and you do want to dive deeper and learn more about the metaphysical and the practical right here, right now tools that you need to continue to explore so you can nurture your connection with the spirit of your business and really get successful. And for those of you that want to continue that work and to do it with me, I'm freaking beyond excited to tell you, oh my God, I made a brand new one. It's so good. My fully interactive online masterclass, the Spirit of Your Business Masterclass. Now, if you like this workshop, which totally just scratched the surface, I'm going to tell you this masterclass is where the real fun begins. And for those of you who have taken this before, this is a completely amazing, longer, richer, cooler, and wow, you're going to see some incredible things in here. So I need to explain the main challenge though before we talk about that solopreneurs and entrepreneurs face and creatives face, and why. Did you know that 20% of new businesses fail to make it past year one? 50% don't last to 5 years. It's that when we as business owners focus on competition comparison, just our intellect for planning and strategy, we go right into that limited, contracted mindset that leaves us feeling exhausted and constantly hustling. We actually get damaged by getting on that hamster wheel. Like the hustle culture's got to go. We actually forget the source of our inspiration. All of us do this. It's exhausting, right? And that's when we see our business as a mere means to an end, or something we say, like we're telling it what it is, rather than an experience to the end. And then we fail to recognize the genius in our unique situation. Like I've seen so much success when people actually apply this stuff. It's unreal. It's just amazing. Your business is a living thing. It needs to be treated as such. So then rather than replicating what others are doing, don't look on social media and look at every trend and change and, oh, I got to do it this way. Everybody's doing it this way. Slow down and embrace the uniqueness of your business and develop a metaphysical relationship with it. You will know the next right action. You'll know which is the right way to do things for you. It's going to be different. So maybe some of those things will work for you, but likely not all of them, right? New possibilities show up for you. Now, I know a lot of you have already taken a lot of business courses already, and maybe you're thinking I'm telling you to drop everything you learned and just do the metaphysical, and I'm totally not saying that at all. Please don't do that, right? That I'm just saying that in order to experience the full potential of your business, I'm inviting you to explore a different metaphysical mindset, with a unique combination of metaphysical and conventional approaches. Don't throw the other stuff out at all, right? I have learned to integrate practical with the mystical, the tangible with the intangible, and the logical with the intuitive, and it's worked for me. So I teach you what I know works. It's worked for me, it's worked for my clients. Why can't it work for you? Of course it can. So I taught you the first steps of connecting with the spirit of your business. So if you're ready to go deeper, I'm going to tell you a bit more about the masterclass, which I'm serious is like off the chain fabulous this year. Now, this is an interactive and dynamic combination of teaching, 6 2-hour live calls with group coaching and practical advice spread over 12 weeks. Okay, 12 weeks. We did them short last time, past few years, right? It's fully upgraded from the last time I offered this. For those of you who want to take it again, we've added 2 amazing new live calls, one of which is a hands-on workshop where I'm going to teach you with a special guest, a revolutionary manifesting method to transform your business. So yeah, this time the masterclass is even better, and it was awesome. Very awesome. Now, I'm going to give you a little hint of what this looks like. So most of you know I've been doing art, right? And I've been doing a lot of different things, and I can show you some of the things that I've done to manifest my business. All right, I'm going to show you some of the cool manifesting things that work to actually create reality. This stuff works. I'm going to be showing you some wild techniques. Where is it? I'll make you show you the simpler one that actually make, when you do this and you claim it, stuff happens on the other side of it. So I am spending a 2-hour workshop showing you this neuro art that I have been doing full tilt boogie since last year, and I'm obsessed with it. So you're going to have a giant workbook, like I've thought of everything, okay? And then you'll have the chance to ask me all your burning questions. So this is going to be part of the class. And I have a book coming out next fall called The Art of Manifesting, and I'm going to blow your minds, okay? So registration, I'm just babbling on. It's only open till October 15th. And once we close it, we're going to dive right into the masterclass with our first live call the following week. So we are going to explore how to take the hustle out of your business and embrace a sacred metaphysical side of entrepreneurship. So it's between October 24th and January 2nd. So I'm putting it there so that because of all the crap that's been going on in the world, I thought, because next year is going to rock. I'm going to get you ready for when you come into New Year in January next year. You're going to have a fresh sense of purpose, a clearer vision for the direction of your business or creative process, like everything. You're going to see the benefit of using both metaphysical and the practical tools to turn your dreams to reality. And you know I am a metaphysical teacher, and that's going to be my focus. You've come to me for the woo-woo part, okay? Anyway, 6 interactive calls on Zoom every other Thursday at noon Eastern, starting October 24th, ending on January 2nd. That's my dry date, actually. I'll be 39 years clean and sober that day. Everything's recorded. You don't have to come live, but you really get a lot out of it when you do come live, and you will have lifetime access to these replays. I am going to be sharing my knowledge. I'm going to provide insights to help you overcome the obstacles you might face. And the best part of all, I am dedicating most of the call time to getting you on screen with me, to answer your questions and to coach you, okay? So you're going to have that interactive experience with me. So I'm going to just quickly go through what we're going to do. So the first live call is going to be how to move your mind and attention to rise up above your temporary limiting beliefs. We cover the metaphysics of a spiritual mindset, how to move beyond your conditioned reality without avoiding anything, right? So we're in the world, but not of the world, right? And the temporary limiting beliefs, bye-bye. I'm going to show you how to get aligned with the spirit of your business, seriously, to bring in miracles. Then we have the energy of money. Again, this is all expanded from last time. We'll explore the inherited money patterns, the relationship between your nervous system and the flow of money in your life. There's a neurological piece here that we're going to talk about. How to be peaceful, happy, grateful, flow, bringing all of those things with money, especially around charging for your services. We're going to talk to the spirit of your money, and we're going to have a brand new relationship with our money. And you can't avoid talking about money. If you're in a business or if you've written a book, if you're a creative, you got to make a living, right? So we are doing that. Then the third call, it's about sharing your mission. So it's about the 5 steps to energetic alignment with the mission. So we get you in that space of inspired, like we know there's no blocks and you're going to receive this in order to share their mission with the world. It's all about how do you manifest from inspiration. And then in our 4th call, we talk about your partnership in action. So how does that even work? How is the energy of collaboration, co-creation, and actualization essential to understand and implement? And that's what really gets you that tangible success, right? We take out the idea of instant gratification and controlling outcomes. And when you stop doing that, things happen faster anyway. It's pretty wild. You learn how to attract synchronicities and opportunities that will take you to that next level and keep building on that. And this is where you're going to learn about what surrender really is. Now, our 5th call, I am sharing the exact manifesting technique I mentioned and showed you earlier. And I actually showed some of the executives at Hay House, and it's completely changed their approach to things. It's completely changed my business, and I have 1000% learned this, and it works. It's a hands-on workshop taught with me and a very special guest expert. We walk you through a step-by-step of a unique art process that anyone can do. If you know how to draw a line or you know how to draw a circle, I'm going to show you how to manifest for your business, and it works. It's spooky. All right. So, and we work around and we release the blocks you have, and I'm telling you, you will leave that workshop feeling empowered, clear, and ready to manifest for your business with ease and confidence. And you're going to have a gorgeous piece of art for your office, just like this, like I said, just like this. Or actually, I'll show you the tree, because you will end up with one of these or this. Or you're going to end up with something like this. Where's my tree? Where's my tree? I have so many of them. Hang on a second. Like I manifest literally, here we go. That's a tree, or you'll have a tree. Every line, just like you saw in the meditation, every line has a purpose. Every single thing that you draw, all you need to know is to draw a line and a circle. You cannot get it wrong. It works. And for the final call, we are going to give you real clarity and direction. Everything you learned in the masterclass is 2 hours of questions and coaching live. It's strictly engagement with me. I bring up as many of you as possible. Everybody asked for a longer course last time. That's what we got from everyone. So you're going to have 2 hours full on with me with any kind of question about your business, any kind of coaching that you need and how to move forward. So you get to watch and participate in real-time coaching as I help you and others get unstuck, get into alignment with your goals, and receive the guidance needed for the next steps, right? Seriously, you'll walk away with renewed confidence and a clear path forward. But here's the disclaimer. I cannot promise you that you're going to be wildly successful in business as a result of doing this. Okay, I can't. And I get the best way to sell you on this is to tell you that kind of bullshit, right? But I don't do that. I'm not going to do that because I know you can be successful, but it might take some time. This is a journey, and you have to commit to a journey, not instant things, because those things don't last. It's one day at a time. You're going to start like maybe getting a couple of clients here, or you're going to have this here, and it grows and then grows upon it and it grows upon that. You're not going to be like that person who won the lottery that has no clue how to run your money and then spend it all and have nothing at the end, right? I'm getting you geared up for this and getting you really well muscled for your personal experience with success and what that can mean to you. And you're going to develop a much deeper connection and have much wilder experiences with the spirit of your business in the workshop. I will tell you that in the end, your business decisions are going to be more easeful. And yeah, you know what? You're going to doubt yourself some days. I do. And you're going to have some slow times, and you might even want to quit, but whatever. You know, we all go through that, but it's 1000% worth it to know this. It will change you, and you will get out of this what you put into it. So most people who've done this with me have experienced greater success, abundance, for sure fulfillment in both personal and professional life, and they have all made changes to accommodate the fulfillment of their desire and intentions. You have to apply yourself. And if you want it and you really want it, then come. Enrollment's open till October 15th, and you can just sign up now at ColetteBaron-Reid.com/spirit. I made it super affordable. content is created for repetition. And I've literally put in everything in here, the highlights that I've worked with my big clients who pay me 6 fat figures to work with me one-on-one on this stuff. And I've given you all the best pieces of that. So there's that you get to have it and you get to use it over and over again because you're going to have it for life, right? Now, if you sign up this weekend, we've got a couple of bonuses gifts for you. So, right, running a business, overwhelming at times. I mean, I think one of the biggest struggles for entrepreneurs and creatives, certainly it's for me, is managing time effectively. So we're going to include the ultimate time management guide for entrepreneurs as a bonus with the Spirit of Your Business Masterclass. It's a printable guide. You get practical tools and methods. It's really helped me because I'm a lunatic when it comes to I don't know. I get really overwhelmed. So I know that when I do that, it really does work. But then you're also going to get an exclusive extended 90-day access to this. These past 3 days, there's gold in these calls. I mean, these calls have gold in them. So you will get the breakthrough workshop, the Sacred Success Business Breakthrough Workshop videos and worksheets, right? I will say, I know this works. I don't know what else to say. It really works. And just know that if you really want it and you're really willing to work on it, you will love it. So you'll have bonus 90 days of access to this workshop to revisit, to refine your goals, to supplement your learning. And as I mentioned, it's affordable, right? It's affordable. I'm happy to offer this masterclass again for a special price of $497 when you pay in full, or you can choose the 3-pay option and pay $197, and you'll have 2 additional payments over the next 2 months. So I wanted to make it accessible for everybody who's ready to take their business to the next level and that the investment be manageable. A lot of business courses are way more than that. So it's $497. You get 6 live interactive 2-hour Zoom calls with me over the next 3 months, plus a digital printable comprehensive workbook this thick, I'll just tell you that, lots of Q&A time, and lifetime access to the content along with the bonuses. So if you're ready to take the hustle out of your hustle and make your business sacred, then your next step is to go to ColetteBaron-Reid.com/spirit to sign up by October 15th. Members of the Oracle Circle, you would have received a special offer in an email with your exclusive member pricing. You guys get a bit of a discount. And alumni of the Spirit of Your Business Masterclass, those of you who have taken this before, you also have a special offer to take the newly expanded and updated version, right? So you also get that. So check your email. If you are an Oracle Circle member or Spirit of Your Business alumni, you will have an exclusive offer. And if you didn't receive it, please reach out to Team CBR, not me. Teams, don't email me. I was about to give you my personal email. Team CBR at ColetteBaron-Reid.com, and my amazing support team will help you get signed up for another masterclass session. Anyway, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for tuning into this, the Sacred Success Business Breakthrough. It's my favorite thing to teach. It's been a blast, and I hope to see many of you next week in the masterclass. But no matter what, here's to all the success and happiness that the universe can muster that's meant for you and your business. Okay, I love you guys. All my love. Mwah! Hope to see you next week or in 2 weeks.